Sometimes I go to swap meets and sometimes I get lucky. Saw a guy selling old UPS units with no battery and thought to myself, I think the batteries are cheap. Let's get one. $10 later, I had this 850 VA unit. Then $25 later, I had a new lead acid battery for it and it was up and running like new. Cool, right? Not for how I wanted to use it. Yep, I had an immediate issue.
No!
So here we are in Valheim, and it doesn't appear to be a demanding game, but it sure is. Right now at the pause screen, it's pulling down about 95-ish, 100-ish watts on the CPU, and the GPU is hanging out at around 98 watts, whatever. It's a pause screen, it's not having to render a lot of load. I got the UPS right there, the existing one. But if I unpause it, it will crank the system, and now the GPU is going up to 250 watts, and the package on the CPU is up to over 112 watts. And now you can hear the UPS is hitting a limit and it's crying. So this is what happens when you don't get a strong enough UPS for your configuration, which I didn't really know about because I didn't really study it that much, but it's only one way to fix that. Long story short, a UPS can only deliver so many watts, and if you put too great a load on it, it'll scream angrily, then shut down. The only way around this is a bigger and actually more expensive UPS unit. Then I saw I had an email from this company called Goldenmate asking us to check out their lithium iron phosphate UPS units, and here we are.
That's good.
Everybody will always tell you a UPS unit is a good idea to keep your computer and electronics safe from issues that can be caused from power outages, brownouts, or other electrical issues. But hardly are they running UPSs on their stuff. Comment down below if you're one of those people, because I definitely was. Look, they can be expensive.
Felipe, there's something wrong with my check.
And so this is the Goldenmate 1000 VA/800 watt Pro NAS UPS. NAS being in the name just means it has a USB port to connect to a computer. More on that in a second. Most importantly, the battery tech is what stands out to me in this UPS. Call it LFP, LiFePO, or whatever you want. While not specifically user replaceable, they are designed to outlast traditional lead acid batteries you see in classic UPS units. Those go a few years, while the Goldenmates can go 10 years or more. The built-in battery management system, or BMS, combined with the silent fan, keep everything inside ready to go for a decade plus. Though the jury is still out on if that proves true, but I don't expect to have any hair left by the time this thing poops out. Unless I go do what Harris Heller did.
Who got a hair transplant? It's good. I went to church.
I need to ask you something. Are you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Because if you're not, hit that subscribe button and also follow over on Twitch. Links are right over here. All right, I'm out of here. I don't like it over there. But let's get this swapped out and test it out. Now here we are back in Valheim now that we have the Goldenmate UPS put in. And again, we're paused at the screen here and the CPU is pulling down 102-ish, 103-ish watts. And the GPU is pulling down about 130-ish watts. The UPS, now that this has a screen on it, is registering that I'm pulling down about 350 watts. Alright, cool. Let's see what happens when I unpause the game, if we're going to get any beeps or alerts or any weirdness out of it. Now that the game is cranking its FPS, CPU's up to 115, I just saw it had 120 watts, and the GPU is at 255, 260. It has peaked a little higher than that, according to Hardware Monitor, but what does the UPS say? It's pulling down 526-ish, 530-ish watts. So this thing is tanking it for sure. This being a stronger UPS than that other one that I had is definitely going to be an advantage, because now I can leave it properly connected, not have to worry about any errors or overdrawing on it or anything like that, because it's the right capacity UPS for my system right there, which is an important factor to consider when it comes to shopping for UPSs. Now, I can't make a power outage happen, but I can simulate one. So what I'm going to do is unplug the power to the UPS so that it no longer has any connection, and it will just, my computer will just run completely off the UPS, and it should be seamless. The whole transition shouldn't be a big deal. Let's see what happens. Ignore that mess of cables. Let's pull the right cable out. It's here at the bottom. Okay, it's unplugged now. It's pulling 230, 240 watts right now, but it's running. Nothing happened here. Nothing blinked out. My stream's still running, so internet's still working. That's Beard and Hat right there. And my script is still up. I'm still working on that. It's beeping to let me know that it's running off of battery now, but let's just see actually here what Windows is saying. If you go down here, if I click that, Windows is saying 79%, estimated time remaining 44 minutes. And now that it's actually running off a load, I can hear the fan on it. It's very quiet, but yeah, it's doing something. So you'll be able to tell when it switches to battery. Obviously that number starts going down, this thing starts beeping, the fan turns off to cool the electronics as the battery starts to draw, which causes a little bit of heat and stuff like that. But overall, smooth experience. So now it's just a matter of plugging it back in.
A few moments later.
No more beeping. We're back. And even over here in Windows shows plugged in. Nice. Now, one of my favorite things about having a UPS with a USB connection to your computer is now your computer will act like a laptop, sort of. You'll see that there's a little battery icon down here now, and it'll tell you what percent of that is remaining. And then also, if you go into power options, you have additional options for what to do when the battery is low. And in here, you can set what happens, low battery level. What percent are you going to get an alert? What's the action when it gets to critical battery level? Shut down, obviously, and so on and so forth. So you can configure what happens if you lose power and everything is running off the UPS, and the computer will basically know to shut down when it gets too low off of the UPS's power, and hopefully save your equipment and save your work. A lesser known hobby of mine used to be electric RC car racing, both off-road and on-road. I still do bash my monster truck from time to time though. But I was there for the revolution of LiPo batteries taking over from nickel metal hydride and NiCad, and it was honestly one of the best things that could have happened to the hobby. I know lithium-based UPS units exist, both in the consumer and enterprise sectors, but the benefits of lithium iron phosphate batteries are awesome. Supposedly greater durability and longevity, yes. Your money basically goes farther with these, but apparently this battery tech is considered the safest lithium ion chemistry, so it's nice to see them becoming more mainstream. That's a win in my book.
Super nice.
This specific UPS unit from Goldenmate goes for about $230 on Amazon, but just know that Goldenmate offers UPS units from 600 VA/360 watt all the way up to 2000 VA/1600 watt, with the cheapest going for around $170 to the most expensive at $999. So if a UPS was on your wish list, it might be worth considering one of these.
Nice.
If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and that bell so you don't miss a single upload. Also, I stream to Twitch every Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/CoalitionChris. So if you want to come by, talk tech or UPSs or whatever, let's hang out. Anyways, that does it for me. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out for now. Bye.